Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Project 944. I know it's been a minute since the last episode, but not much has happened really. Done nothing with the truck, made no progress with the Porsche. The only thing I've really done is reorganize the garage, clean up a bunch of crap that was in here, still trying to get rid of some stuff, but that's a different situation. But today we do have a few things I want to talk about. One is very, very exciting, but that's waiting for the end of the episode. We are revealing something. I don't know if I made a mistake for not getting this, but I'll let you guys be the judge. But I do want to say thank you. It's been a year, pretty much now, since I really started my YouTube channel. I mean, I've had this channel since like 2014 or something, I don't know. But I didn't really start quote-unquote regularly posting until about a year ago now. And if it wasn't for you guys, then nobody would be watching. I mean, they haven't been huge gains. I've gained, I think, I'm up to 74 subscribers as of my last check. And that's still more than I thought I ever would get. And so I want to say thank you to all you guys. I hope you're enjoying the content. I hope, even if you're here for truck content or Porsche content, that you try to watch the other stuff, kind of just see what you think. And I hope you also kind of enjoy this new content that's going to be coming out. I didn't plan on getting this per se, but I spent all of last week at the Mecum car auction, and this is what kind of got me in the mood of things. I didn't have the money to really buy anything there. But I found something else that kind of came up on Craigslist. I went and looked at it last night and dropped the cash on it. Now it's not here right now. It's actually at my parents' house because it's still sitting on the trailer, and it's going to be sitting there until I get it to a tire shop. So I guess without further ado, really, let's go ahead and jump in the truck and we'll head out that way. Okay, so I apologize ahead of time for the wind noise we've got. But I'm out here at my parents', and I figured we'll just go ahead and reveal it really quick. Then I'll go over all the details, what the plans are, all of that. It's not going to come off the trailer, not until, again, I take it to the tire shop. But we'll at least start it up for you, show you the ins and outs of it all, and go from there. So, without further ado, this is my new to me 1964 Oldsmobile Dynamic 88. So you're probably thinking, what the heck made you buy this thing? And I'm not really sure. I was at the Mecum auction for the week, and I was looking around at cars, and I just kept thinking, man, it'd be cool to have just a cool summertime cruiser. Nothing fast, nothing insane, just cool. And I looked around the auction, but everything was out of my price range. So I started looking around Craigslist, and lo and behold, the night I started looking, this car gets posted. And I thought, well, I don't want to jump on it right away because I don't want to pay full price for it. And it's if it's for me, if it's the car I'm going to get, it'll at least sit for a few days before it sells. So I let it sit for, I think it got posted on Wednesday, and I got it last night, which is Tuesday, so a week. But it's a pretty solid car. It does have some rust spots and all that, but the main body is solid. Floors are solid. Main body solid. I mean, it's all just the rear quarters, a little bit under the doors, but the doors are good. The floors are good. The roof is good. Hood's good. Runs like a top. It's got 84,000 miles on it, which for a 1964 car, I don't think it's too bad. Let me show you the reason I'm not going to drive it though. Here's the main reason why I'm not driving the car. I mean, these tires are bad. Got big cuts on the sidewall, a lot of separation going on, and I don't trust it to go from my house in town to the tire shop even. So I did take it for a short test drive when I looked at it, and everything seemed to work well. I mean, it's got a few little issues. It's got a couple little electrical gremlins I need to work on. But that is something definitely I feel confident in and I'll go over what all those are here in a little bit. But the main things it needed was tires. Go ahead and open up the door here and let's take a look inside. There we go. One of the coolest things, one of my favorite aspects about this car is this is actually a no post car. So there's no B post. There's no B post, as you can see. I just think that's one of a very cool design element, because you don't see that very often in cars that really aren't the quote-unquote bubble tops. This is a B body car, so this thing shares the same chassis as like an Impala, Bel Air, all the big GM cars. But everything, all the main stuff works. I mean, engine, transmission, rear end, brakes, all work awesome. Even the AM radio still works. Take a look at the inside. It's very, very simple inside. The seat itself does have some tears in it, but it's not the end of the world. But the main issue is that there is some sort of electrical gremlin that is keeping the, from what I was told by the guy before, by the previous owner, was keeping, if the headlights weren't working, because sometimes they would, but when they weren't working, nothing else on the dash would work, other than like the radio. The fan controls would not work, the turn signals wouldn't work, the wiper motor wouldn't work, nothing of that in that area would work on the car. So I'm thinking there's probably a bad ground somewhere in there. I'm going to take some time and fiddle with it and see what I can't find. But overall, really, the interior's in okay shape. I give it a 6 out of 10. That's about what I give the exterior too. So let's go ahead and we'll move on to the engine bay. So this is the engine. It looks like it hasn't been cleaned since 1964, but it is the 394 big block, and I mean it runs perfect. It doesn't drip, smoke, but it does burn a bit of oil. But what do you expect from a car this old with this many miles? But I mean, it doesn't make any drips, doesn't make any bad noises. It just runs well. And the wiring's a little bit of a mess, and I think that's part of my issue that I'm working with, but I'm going to actually dig into that a little bit today and see if we can't at least run down what the problem is. This is a no AC car, but it makes it simple, and maybe if I keep it long term I'll add AC to it, but at this point in time I'm not too worried. Okay, so I've gone through, I've fiddled with the car for a little while, and I actually got my turn signals and my wipers back. Those were actually just missing fuses. So I still have to figure out the headlight situation. That's really the only problem I have left with the car itself, I guess. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start it up. I have not started this car since I bought it yesterday and loaded it on the trailer. So all I'm going to do, and I'll show you, all I'm going to do is pump the gas 3 times, turn the key on, and start it right up. That just blows me away. This old big block runs awesome. I'm gonna let it run a minute and warm up, and I'll give you a little rev, and that'll probably end out today's video. We will go back and I'll do the first drive in the next video after it gets tires on it. I'll show you the new tires and show you what it looks like actually on the ground. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're excited for this short project to kind of come along. I don't know how long I'm going to keep it, but if you guys have anything, you know, about these cars, just let me know. I hope you guys have a good day. May need a little tuning.